Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Create. Today we're working on the secret base. That's right, we're cranking things to 11. As you know, things are going well. We've got everything up and running, but we gotta get this thing going. We made this in the last episode, and it is beautiful. Actually, I'm really proud of it. However, having a storage facility does not mean that we are ready, right? We need power, we need supplies, we need trains, we need buildings, we need everything. And we're probably gonna have to keep expanding this, but for now it's a good start. Boys, if you're excited about the secret base, do me a favor, hit the like button, okay? Also hit the subscribe button, please. I want to get to 2 million, so please. It'll help me get more dates. What? Probably, I don't know. Okay, so today we're gonna work on a power supply. Now, I kind of want to run this bad boy off of electricity. I think that'd be easier to do, which admittedly, I don't know much about. However, to run it off electricity, we are gonna need some lava. So first things first is we're gonna work on a lava supply, and we're gonna do it in a different way. Now, my plan is to have this become the train depot. I think that'd be good, because what I can do is I can like set up a switcher, and basically I can bring trains over here to work on them and then deploy them and have it like go onto the line. So we're gonna have that be the train depot, which means we need a place for our lava. And I actually think that it makes kind of sense to put the lava in the middle, because if we do use power from it, putting it in the center so that it can reach everything would be great. So I think that we're gonna start right here. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why did you dig a giant hole? And it's because it turns out in Create, I was doing something entirely wrong. You see, it's possible to make an infinite lava source, which I didn't know in the overworld. And in order for that to do that, it needs to be a certain size. Ooh, let's put another torch. Which is 10,000 volume blocks. So what I did is I took my little the excavator, what is it called? The mining thing, the thing from Alex's cave in the nether, and we had to just mine this out. It took a little while, but no big deal. I worked on some other projects while that was going on, which I'll show you later. But now we have a 21 by 21 by like 25, 20, I don't know. I only needed it to be 21 by 21 by 25, I believe, but I let it run a little longer because I wasn't paying attention. So I think it's like 27, 29. Either way, that works. We fill this with lava. We have an infinite lava supply. Of like whatever volume we need it to be, right? Which means we can power whatever we need it to power. Now, I don't know if I'll always leave it completely open, but I kind of want it to be like a sort of like nether drill. That's why I put this blackstone around it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a system here to begin filling it at whatever pace that we can. And then once it's full, will be fully operational. Now that'll take a little bit of time, but that's okay. We'll just let it run because I got nothing but time. So let me start setting up the system that's gonna work here, and then you guys can see what the plan is. So phase one to fill this up is actually pretty easy to do. I just made a little water wheel over here because we need a little bit of power, and I have some dripstone lava going in to make cauldrons, right? We don't need a lot. We just need it to be generating buckets of lava and filling it up. It's already made 12 buckets of lava. We're gonna need a lot of buckets of lava, but I can let this run for a while we set other things up. And then we're gonna use something called a hose pulley. So what I can do is I can make this descend, which I will do to about, there. That ought to work. The way this works is if a hose pulley is at the top and you pump stuff in, it will spit it out and it will fill up an area. If it's at the bottom, it will drain it. But if it's a 10,000 block thing, as I've said, it won't ever run out. So what we can basically do is fill this bad boy up, and then it'll be permanent, and I can just deploy the hose down to the bottom instead of the top. So if I do this, that should start spinning that. Yep, that should start coming through, and it should come out the hose any second once it gets up to a full bucket. This is going to be a slow process. That's fine. We are all about the setting up. Boom, it spits out a bucket, and away it goes. I think. Let's see what happens when it hits another bucket. Maybe I need to deploy it at the bottom either way. Nope, there we go. It will slowly fill. So we're just gonna leave this processing. I could pick up the speed by adding more dripstones. I can also try bringing over lava myself and loading up the tank, because I do have a lava supply back at the other base. But like I said, we have other things to do. And then once this is done, I will rip all this out to then set it up as like a lava depot. And maybe we'll put the steam power then right next to it. I haven't decided. That's TBD. But for now, this is gonna be our lava center. Also, those creepers are gonna get it, dude. Yeah, all right, so we're gonna let that fill up for a while. I'm gonna go make a sandwich, and we'll work on the next phase.
A few moments later.
Well, I finished my sandwich, and this is actually coming along pretty good. Look, yeah, we got the lava starting to fill up. Obviously, this is gonna take some time. It's flowing through, but I'm gonna actually just let this sit. I'm gonna go do something else. We'll come back to this tomorrow and see, hopefully, how well this is done. I believe.
One pair of pants later.
Well, we're making really good progress. This took a little longer than I thought, but it's fine. I think we're pretty dang close, which means we can start setting up like the real setup over here, and I'm trying to decide if this should just be like a straight up steam powerhouse or just a lava depot. Part of me thinks it should just be a lava depot, because I will have other things that will need lava, right? If I want to fuel stuff, if I want to do whatever. So maybe it's better to just have like, this is where the train comes to get lava. But I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to figure that out. But basically, once this is all the way full, we'll reconfigure this so that it'll be for collecting rather than for depositing. And then we'll have ourselves a full lava setup, which will be perfect because then we can look into power. So I have our lava mining thing set up, and I have put one steam engine here, which will really only serve to power this whole thing, and is probably, frankly, overkill. But that's fine, because if I do ever want to run power from it, I can. But basically, we have the steam engine over here, right, which will get fed, and it will then run these hose pulleys, which are deployed to the bottom now. That way they suck away from the bottom and it refills. And then that will come out into these tanks, which will fill up, and the overflow tank will go here, and this will be the train yard, which might need to be one more block over. We'll figure that out once the trains are built. But which will come here with like liquid tanks and pick it up so that then it can take it wherever it needs to go. Got it? Good. That's basically the plan that we're going with here. It's really, really straightforward, and it'll be self-sustaining. So once it's running, it will just always run, which is perfect. This tank over here, the priority is to come over here and fill the blaze burners so that there's always power, and it'll be just a self-sustaining lava thing. The only thing I need to figure out where to do is how to give it a water supply, but that's as easy as just putting one right here. Maybe I'll put one over here. Yeah, I'll put one right here. So we're gonna add the water supply, and then we can turn this on and see if it works. But in theory, we now have infinite freaking lava. It took forever, but we have it. Okay, that's my bad. I accidentally jump-started it because I forgot that the blaze burners give off a teeny tiny bit of heat. So I managed to get some water into it as I was setting this up, and it immediately started running because it started pulling lava over and filling this up, and now we're just up and running. Like, we already have 30 buckets, and it's been running for like 30 seconds. That's crazy, actually. Yeah, this is fully self-contained. Holy crap. Okay, so we have the steam engine up and running, which means we have steam power. We have infinite lava supply, which is filling up this so that we can then distribute lava wherever we need to. I can add more tanks if we need to get ahead of the supply, but I'm also going to let these fill up. So we should, in theory, always be ahead on our lava supply. And now the question becomes, how do we turn this into our next step? Do I build the train yard? So that we can start deploying lava places, or do I not? Yeah, I can't believe that started up and running. Like, literally, we're at 81 buckets. Okay, yep. Lava supply is covered. I wish I knew about this in the last base, dude. This is annoying to set up, but now that we have it, we're gonna be great. I guess the next step would be just to make this look a little better. Although I kind of looked at it, looks like it feels like kind of like an oil rig, which is sort of what I was going for. Yeah, I don't know. I could add some more stuff like right around here, just to kind of bring it up to par. Let me look at this a little bit. All right, this feels better. I made some tweaks just to bring it in line with everything else, right? We got like this sort of like brick fence surrounding it now, making it kind of feel like a dangerous construction yard, which I like. But I still have some space right here, and I think I'm actually going to use it for something stupid. Yeah, I have an idea. We'll see if it works, but I think it would at least be cool to make it look awesome. Like part of the goal of the new base is to make it look awesome, right? Which means that I gotta try some things. So I have an idea. I'm going to try to make it and see if it works. But if it does, it'll look super sick, because I realize that we're gonna need like a whole episode to dive into everything else with this. So I want to just make sure that this is completely done, completely ready to go, and then we can go from there. Maybe we'll lay out some of the train tracks too, but we're gonna have to do a whole train episode too. But this looks much better. It makes me feel better than just having it open and whatever. So let me add a little pizzazz, and we'll see if we like it. But I think we will. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. I tried to make it look good. I might have messed it up, but listen, we're going big. We're trying things, and if it works, it'll be even funnier. Okay, I added a crane. It's not the best crane. I think it could look better, but it also doesn't really do anything. It's purely to be symbolic, and to that end, watch this. I think if I did this right, it'll rotate. Maybe? Why are you not? Oh, boo. It has to be a different kind of bearing, doesn't it? Ugh, I hate everything. Hold on, let me find the right thing. Am I just an idiot? Oh, I'm just an idiot. That's why it doesn't work. There we go. There we go. It's now spinning. And the glue's broken. Gosh dang it, dude. Okay, so good news, bad news. The good news is it works. The bad news is that's ridiculous speed. So I need to add a speed controller to this to slow it down, which is fine. I also need to adjust some of the glue, I believe. Yeah. Okay. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. You're just like the camera, the crane operator, and you just vomit. By the way, while I've been working on this, we've completely filled up this lava. So that's like, what, 1,000, 2,000, probably close to 3,000 buckets of lava. We have lava, gang. We have it. We could run Steam at power for forever, but I want to get bigger. I want to go Homer. What does that mean? Ta-da! This bad boy is moving a lot slower now. I literally cranked it down to 1, by the way, and the top could use a little bit of work. I agree, but I'm not entirely sure. Also, it literally doesn't do anything, so I'm trying not to, you know, get too into it, but just adds a little something to this whole shebang, right? Which also means that maybe I could start laying some track. I feel like this is gonna get risky. Again, I'm gonna put the train yard over here, so I'm gonna lay out some of that, and I'm gonna put the power plant. Where do I want to put the power plant? Would it be smart to just put the power plant so close that I can literally run a tube, or should I put the power plant somewhere far away? I kind of almost wish that I put the lava in a corner now, but oh well, too late now. I'm not moving it. Here's what I'm thinking: the power plant will eventually go probably like over here. Oh man, yeah, we are gonna use up all of our space so quick. I could, you know what I could do? I could make the power plant on this side. Like, what if there's the center and the power plant is over here? Actually, I like that a lot. So it's still kind of like one contained space. The train just comes into the center to get its lava, but there's also lava being put here going towards our power. Yes, that works. Oh, that works. Oh, that works really well. Okay, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. This is the beginning of the power station, which I will improve, but I don't have a great design for. So we're just starting out with some bricks, just keeping it nice and easy. Okay. I've added a fluid tank, which we will wire up so that it gets loaded. I'm so tempted to actually lock the crane in position and actually have it be the tube. We'll see. We'll see. But the way that these work is kind of tricky and complicated, so we're gonna figure it out real quick. And then I may eventually have to extend this wall back. So that's why I'm also not finishing, is I just don't know how much space I'm gonna need. So we need to make something out of a redstone magnet, and to do that we're going to start needing to charge things. The best version of these magnets is something called a netherite magnet, which obviously we can afford, but we have to overcharge diamonds. So the best one to start with for us is redstone magnets, so we can start then charging diamonds to then make the best version of this. And the way that this works, by the way, let me show you. It's kind of complicated, but kind of not. You put in the electricity generation part, right? So generator coils spin, but you have to spin them with something while they're around. So I have to use like steam power. That's why we're doing that. Okay. And the carbon brushes spin, and they generate it by like being pushed by the electricity, and then that turns into electricity, which I can then use for engines to turn back into SU. However, basically, if you're not using good magnets, you lose it, like the energy conversion becomes bad. So what we want to do is get up to the netherite one, so we need to charge diamonds. So the first thing that I'm going to do is basically just set up this so that we can charge a bunch of diamonds, which will take a long time, but it'll be a good start. So let's get to it. After some consideration, I realized I should just bring the rotational force over. Why I didn't need to set up a whole nother engine when I could just do that. Yep, that's a lot easier. Okay, so we have this here. This is the redstone magnets, because those are the most powerful ones I can make without already having energy. You put 2 of these generator coils like this. You put the carbon brushes right there. And then I just need to bring the rotational force over here, hook it up to it, and then we can wire off of it and start powering up diamonds, which is the goal of what we're doing here. So I just need to run this over here, and then I think we're ready for the next step. Ta-da! I believe, yeah, look, we are now generating FE, which is great. And what we'll be able to do is basically magnify this and turn it into electricity, and then back into RSU whenever we need. Now what I can do is put one of these here, and I can actually literally run a wire. So we're gonna set up now is an energizing station. That's not what I meant to do. Which will allow us to upgrade away from this horrible, terrible, stupid version of electricity into something much more powerful. All right, so this right here is a basic energizer, which I believe I can now just run to that like that. Connected connector. And it's now getting energy. Perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is basically use this like anything else that we have. As you see, it forms this little flicker of light that it is trying to power up the diamonds. It'll take a while. I think it'll take like a minute to do each diamond. So we are in for a wait because an energized diamond. Well, actually, hold on. The thing we're trying to make is the netherite magnet, which is the nice part is we don't have to make the other magnets. We can skip everything. We need netherite scrap, which we have, but we need overcharged diamonds, which cost 10,000 energy. So each one of these, it's basically the entire thing. I'm gonna have to let this run for a while, but then we can skip everything. I can just pull our netherite scrap out and we can go to freaking town. I kind of wish that I did these like one at a time just so we can see it charge up. But after they get done, they will pop over in here and we will have that, and we can upgrade this whole section to netherite, and then we'll have real power. Real power.
More moments later.
I came back from being AFK and discovered this. We got ourselves a stack of overcharged diamonds. So I'm going to let those ones keep running. I'm not even going to decommission this one for right now. I'm going to leave it up and running just so we make sure we have enough. But I'm going to start building other generators in here, just down the line, essentially. And then we'll fire them up. Let's see how that works out. See how we like that. I don't know if there's a way to get batteries. What does this store energy? Okay, let's see. What is this called? Create new. The reactor casing, Sterling energy, boiler heater, reactor heat vent, basic solar. Well, we can't do solar. I'm underground. So the motors themselves can store energy, which is good. So like when they're not being used. Other than that, unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a battery. So it'll really be, can we keep up with capacity? But I think we should be fine. Yeah, I feel good about this. Okay, well, I'm gonna do that, and I'll be right back. Well, I've learned something very interesting. The power needed to turn this is way more than I imagined. And I'm not even sure that I need them. So I made a bunch of these, and it may have been a huge waste. But so literally, I had to upgrade the steam engine over here to have a full 9 going, which is, it is a level 9 steam engine. And we are generating off of this now 4 deep netherite one. And as you can see, like, boom, it's not any faster because we need to upgrade the energizer itself, which I will do in a moment. But if I try to connect this to the second one, it overstresses. So, clearly, that's with 6 of the engines, by the way. The other 3 I left to make sure that the lava system never goes down. But either I have to build a lot more steam power over here, which I can do. But I also want to see how much power this is. Maybe I am way too overzealous, or maybe we can scale into it. In the meantime, I'm going to replace this right here, the basic energizer, with the reinforced energizer, because we can, and that will speed up the process. So if I put this right here, it should immediately start. It can hold 1,000,000 power. Okay, yeah, we're getting power quick now. Holy crapola. Yeah, I really just don't know how efficient this is. Like, can this power my whole base for a while? Did I make too many, or do I need more steam? I don't know. You guys need to let me know in the comments below. But we have at least the very beginning of a power station. And what I can do, if I have to, is add a second floor where I will put more steam engines. Yeah, I could do that. We could, yeah. Upstairs could be the steam, and each one could come down and power. You know what? I'm feeling kind of stubborn. We might power these bad boys up anyway. I could do it. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Well, it's not pretty, but we do have it up and running. We've got, I got rid of that whole thing, so that one is now self-sustaining, and we just run lava over there underneath the train depot. It's fine, and it'll come up into this building, where we then run 4 more steam engines that each require 6 engines on it in order to move these converters. Why did I not put a button? Give me this. But all 4 of them are now spinning, which means they can all be hooked up with power. Got overcharged diamonds for days. Wait, I want to see how much faster this is. If I put a single diamond in, how fast does it go? Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's Huge difference. We have enough power that we can start running power to different sections off of this. I feel very good about it. It needs a roof, but I'm going to probably wait on that part. Yeah, I'm going to wait on that part. We'll add the roof once we're sure that I fully understand how everything works, because I don't want to finish it and then have to redo it. But it's coming along, gang. Look at that. We have ourselves a netherite power source. Boys, if you like my secret base, do me a favor. Hit the like button, okay? Hit the subscribe button. This is a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. The new base is going to be epic, and you're coming along for the ride.